Hey everybody, welcome. Welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. I am Rockin Robbie Billups, and we're doing a quick live stream tonight just to touch base, see how everybody's doing. I was sitting here, I got home, I was working on the weekly pop culture wrap up, and then I look over and look, there are packages here. I have 2 packages, and I was like, I should save them for the live stream and I can do an unboxing or whatever. I know I don't do too many of those things, but I was like, maybe I can do an unboxing or something, right? And then I was like, well, we got severe weather tomorrow. So first of all, announcement, there will not be a Rockin Robbie live tomorrow night like there usually is. There's severe weather forecast for our area. It's something we should take seriously. So it's being postponed to Monday night. So we're going to do a Rockin Robbie live on Monday night instead. So we're going to get crazy because it's going to be Monday. Anyway. But I just wanted to touch base with the community, see how you were doing, make sure everybody's being safe, what you've been reading, all that kind of jazz. That's the first question. Are you here? What's up, Two Gun Pedro? Pew Pew. What's up, God Tank? What's up, Chad and Jesse? What's up, Chris? How are y'all doing? Fist bumps all around. Tonight I will be showing off some of my recent pickups. I just bought 2 classic issues of Fantastic Four. Because as I'm getting my collection back in order, what's up, Sam? How are you doing? As I'm getting my collection back in order, I'm finding that I do have these holes and gaps I didn't think I had because I thought a long time ago I kind of filled all that stuff up. So I haven't. And I got 2 packages to unbox. One from eBay, one from Eagle Moss, so I'm assuming that's my Star Trek graphic novel sets. So how are y'all doing? What have y'all been reading? What have you been reading? Last night I read the Capwolf story for the first time from the early 90s when Captain America briefly becomes a werewolf. What I liked about it was that it had, I remember when this was coming out, but I wasn't reading Cap. I didn't start reading Cap until later on, right after that. It was like when I started reading Cap when he started getting the armor. You know what I'm talking about? And then he lost his power, so he got the armor, right? And then it was a great time to be reading Captain America because right around the corner was Mark Waid and Ron Garney's run, Operation Rebirth and Man Without a Country. And then it got interrupted by Rob Liefeld, and I was even still into that. And then, anyway, so I went back and I read the Cap Wolf story. It's like a 6-issue story, and there's an epilogue. It's like 401 through 408 or something like that. I enjoyed it. It's not great. It's not necessarily even good, but it's super fun. And it's one of those moments in Cap's history that I've always known about, but never actually read. So, way to go, Jesse. Yeah, Jesse, it's not Sunday. It's going to even mess you up more when Rockin Robbie Live tomorrow night's going to be on Monday. It's not going to be tomorrow night. So, what have y'all been reading? I took a hiatus on my Spawn revisit, but I'm about to get right back into that. I had to procure the Angela miniseries first because I'm getting to the point now where they're referencing that. I've read the first 30 issues of Spawn, the 3-issue Violator series, and last night I read those Captain America issues, and I'm always reading Fantastic Four, and I read issue 24 last night, The Infant Terrible. It was about a little baby alien that shows up with super crazy powers, just basically do whatever they want. Comes and just runs amok on Earth, and the Fantastic Four have to try to stop it. And what's really funny about these old school Fantastic Fours is every time aliens show up, people are like, "Are you telling me aliens is real?" I'm like, y'all's second issue was of the Skrulls, man. Everybody should, y'all know that aliens exist. Come on. So we're just going to do a quick one tonight. But we'll see. Get some questions in, all that stuff. I'm still doing every time I'm live, it's an AMA. For the most part. So I've been reading some early 90s stuff. People in the PCP Army are going to see what I'm reading tonight. I think they're going to have fun, especially Bob. I think Bob's going to appreciate what I'm reading. I hope everybody checked out my stream with Bob, by the way. Bob from Everything Comics. If you've never checked out that channel, you definitely should. You will find him in the featured channels on the homepage here at Pop Culture Philosophers YouTube. Chris says, halfway through Planetary, loving it. Great timing. Yeah, I noticed that you were reading that, and I dropped the top 5 Warren Ellis comic video this morning, so that's perfect timing. What's up, Green Man? How are you doing? Hey, what's up, Derek? LCS is open 2 hours a day, limited 10 people in the store, ice cream man trades. Hell yeah, Derek. At my shop, what we're doing is we can't let anybody in the store, but we actually started doing that before the governor ordered it. But what we're doing is mail order and curbside. So you can let us know ahead of time. We'll put together whatever you want, and we'll get it out to you. We'll be having fun with that, though. God Tank's waiting on the Saga 1 hardcover. You know, this would be a good time to revisit Saga. I only read like the first 20-something issues of it, and I just thought it was a little overhyped. I thought it was good. I liked it. I thought it was good. I don't think it's a bad book, but I just didn't, it wasn't like my favorite. Like I was like, East to West is the one everybody needs to be talking about, not Saga. Of course, East to West was just a little bit after Saga. But I should probably go and do a revisit and get caught up on Saga. With 54 issues, it's on a hiatus, who knows for how long. Chad's reading Middle West. Trades 1 and 2 are pretty good. Yeah, Middle West is great. Some of the best Scotty Young work I've ever read. Really like it. Now, he didn't draw it, but his storytelling is getting even better. Even better. Ice Cream Man is so good, Chris. People watch on the replay are like, get to the comics. Julie, hey, Robbie, first time to your live stream. Love your videos, man. Also wanted to thank you. You turned me on to reading Ascender, and man, I am loving it. Well, you're welcome, Julie. I hope that you've been reading, that you read Descender before it. And if not, I highly encourage you to read Descender. 100% awesome. Sam says, been doing a reread of all my Flash. Been collecting since the 70s. That is awesome. I just would love to sit down and read all the Flash comics from the 70s on. Shit, from the 60s on. From the 40s on. Hell yeah, let's do it. I do things like that occasionally. I don't have as much time as I used to. I used to devour comic books. When Marvel started doing... they would do these, so they had these, they were like DVDs or something you could get. They were like $50 or something, and it had like 500 issues of the Fantastic Four, 500 issues of Spider-Man, or whatever, right? So when those first came out, and basically you just put them in your computer and you would read them. Man, I was devouring those things. But that's nice to have the collection. That's why I do my Fantastic Fours. Now, obviously, I'm reading so early right now that what I'm really reading is my Epic collections. I got the first 4 of those. I don't have any of the ones that came later. I just want to get the Epic collections up to the point where I no longer have the issues, which seems to be, for the most part, around 150 to 170 is where it really starts kind of getting shaky in my collection. But that's a great Flash collection. I've got a spread of a run from, like, it's volume 2. It's like 1. I probably have like the first 8 or something, but that's it. Those are from when I was young. I have collected Flash many times, but I've never held on to Flash comics. So I've gotten rid of a lot of them, but I was collecting during the Mark Waid run. I collected during the Jeff Johns run. I collected during the Francis Manapul run in New 52 because I loved that Flash book. I love the art especially. I have never actually collected the Joshua Williamson stuff, but I really like it. And so I'm probably going to wind up one day getting like deluxe hardcovers or something of that. And I do got a couple of the Silver Age collections. The Silver Age Flash is really fun, and I really enjoy it. It cracks me up. What cracks me up is how intensely it ranks up. Like he learns he can fly, he can run fast, and then all of a sudden, he can go through walls and he can time travel, like literally in like 2 or 3 stories. It's crazy. I mean, man, I would have thought it took longer for those powers to develop, but it's the Silver Age. Zen, what's up? Reading through Invincible for the first time, and it's become one of my favorites. You know, I've only ever read the first 2 trade paperbacks of Invincible. I totally got to get into that. I've always meant to do it, but I just never. It's just one of those things that's always slipped through the cracks. Green Man just read Folklores. Hell yeah, Folklores was cool. What'd you think about it? I hope we get more. Chris says reading some late 60s Spider-Man. Hell yeah, Chris. Matthew, Gideon Falls. Heck yeah. What's up, Neil? How are you doing? What's up, Easy Reader? Yeah, I'm going to revisit Saga. Saga got Zen Soundwave into comics. That's super, super cool. Just ordered God Country paperback last night. Hell yeah, God Country is a fantastic book. One of my favorites by Donny Cates. That's the book that really introduced me to him. Glad you're still alive. Well, me too. Yeah, I'm glad I'm alive, and I'm glad you're alive as well. Do you play any retro video games based on comics? Absolutely. I'm a big fan of Nintendo and Super Nintendo. Some of my favorites would be Spider-Man and the X-Men, Arcade's Revenge from Super Nintendo. This is one of my favorite games ever. There was a Genesis X-Men game where you could play either, if I remember correctly, it was Gambit, Wolverine, Nightcrawler, and somebody else. It was either Cyclops or Storm. Really like those ones. Love the old school X-Men arcade game. Love it to death. Love the old school TMNT arcade game. So I play a lot of those. The first Nintendo arcade game, the first Nintendo game for TMNT, like the NES, the one where you're actually street level and then you go down into the sewers and all that kind of stuff. I really like that one too. I've never beaten it. I've never beaten it. I need to do that. I have it. I should do it. Yeah, those are some of my favorites though. Always a big fan of Street Fighter versus X-Men, Marvel versus Capcom, Marvel Superheroes, that arcade game, things like that. That Punisher game, I love that Punisher game. I have it on the NES. There's a Silver Surfer game for the NES that I like playing, but it pisses me off. It's like Caverns of Mars. It's really difficult. Caverns of Mars was an Atari 2600 game, at least for me. Other comic book, there's an NES X-Men game. It's like a bird's eye view, silly little thing. I used to love playing that one, and I still like revisiting it. And then the Captain America and the Avengers side-scroller, beat 'em up. I really like that one too. Saga is a great gateway comic. People don't usually read comics, can easily get into it. Yeah, I would definitely say it's almost like this generation's Sandman in a way. Sandman kind of did the same thing. Brought a lot of people in that didn't necessarily read comic books before. It's like I prefer this mic because it's, this is the mic I had when I was like rapping, right? So it's the mic that I prefer to have it like up high, but I don't want it to cover up my face completely, and I'm always shifting and everything. I got to get a better mic. I should be raising money for a microphone and not for a Joker van, but we're doing the Joker van, and we're very close. We're very close. I want to make a big push on Monday night. Try to finish up. Been reading old JSA. How old, Joe? You know about like the Jeff Johns, David Goyer type stuff, or are you reaching back before that? Green Man says, Folklores rocks. Definitely into it. Hell yeah, brother. Gotta love that NES Uncanny X-Men, right? Best and most accurate X-Men game. It's not the best, but it's frustrating, but I enjoy it. I loved it when I was a kid. There's a Wolverine game from back then, too. I remember playing. Yeah, the Jeff Johns stuff is great stuff. Derek says it's a good time to get Saga back issues. It's kind of off the radar, and I have a gut feeling it will be coming out after all of this. Creators aren't getting that con income, and it will be a guarantee. Something's going to happen with Saga eventually. So let's get into the show and tell unboxing stuff. Let's do it. Feel free to throw in any more questions you got. So the first one that I want to show off, I just got this. I picked this up yesterday. And you know what it is if you saw the thumbnail to this video. But that's a Fantastic Four number 56. It's probably about a 3.5 grade. I like low grade because I don't plan on selling my fun Fantastic Four stuff at all. So I get it low grade so that I just can have it. So I got a 56. This is not the first appearance of Ulysses Claw, but it is the first appearance of him as the villain Claw. post-transformation. So, pretty cool issue. I really, really like it. Claw, the murderous master of sound. Jack Kirby, Stanley, gold. Really good. See it? Like I said, it's kind of beat up. See a big crease right there? But it's a 3.5, so it was affordable for me. All I care about is that I have it. All I care about is that I have it. And yes, I will read the hell out of it. All right. Next one. I bought this one today. I actually thought I had this comic book already. Turns out I didn't. So I had to get it. This is a super low grade copy. It's probably a 2.0. But it doesn't super look like a 2.0 when you just look at it, right? But there is a Fantastic Four 47. I have always loved this cover. This is at the end of that first Inhuman saga when Johnny falls in love with Crystal and then the city's getting shut up and they have to run away and leave and all that kind of stuff. And then right after all that, Galactus shows up. So I do, of course, have a 48 stripped cover, but I do have a 48 and I have a 49. And now I definitely made sure that I had a 47. So one of my favorite Fantastic Four covers. Love that perspective. Look at that. Like I said, it's 2.0. You can see it's got some tears down there. It's missing some pieces. I don't care. I don't care at all. So I bought the 56 yesterday, bought the 47 today. So there's my splurge for right now. I also picked this up yesterday. It's kind of Fantastic Four related. Picked up my Galactus Pop. Excited to open this one up. Probably going to open this up on the stream on Monday night, because if you're just joining us or if you haven't heard yet, there's going to be bad, severe weather in my area tomorrow. So we are going to postpone Rockin Robbie Live till Monday night at 7 p.m. Central. The usual time, just on Monday, not Sunday. What are some of the best Doctor Doom plots to read? Well, Fantastic Four number 5, first appearance, always. Read that. There's a great issue of John Byrne's Fantastic Four run that's solely focused on Doom. I can never remember the number on that. It's in the 200s, though. That one's really good. Just Byrne's run in general is great, and Kirby and Lee's run in general is great. Outside of that, Secret Wars is a pretty fun Doom story and a pivotal moment for him. So I would say that one as well. The entirety of Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four run, all the way through, even into New Avengers and Avengers and into Secret Wars, is one ultimate Doom story I absolutely love. Mark Miller and Brian Hitch had a run on Fantastic Four. It was only 12 or 16 issues. That had a really great Doom story in it. It's called like Master of Doom or something like that. Really good stuff. There's one by Mark Waid and Mike Wieringo from the early 2000s called Unthinkable. That's a great Doom story. There is Doctor Strange and Doctor Doom Triumph and Torment. That's a fantastic, just great one. There's an Iron Man story with Doctor Doom where they go back in time to like the time of King Arthur. And it's like, I think it's Iron Man 149 and 150, and then they kind of did a sequel in a way in 249 and 250. So that's really, really cool stuff. Hell yeah. So off the top of my head, those are some good ones. Me personally, I also really like Fantastic Four number 375 because he steals the power of a Watcher. Really love that one. But my favorite Doom story ever is probably, it's in the 50s to 60s range of Fantastic Four, and it's when he first steals the Silver Surfer's power. Great stuff, great stuff. It's like a 4-issue run or something. So it's hard to find. I mean, they're expensive because they're Silver Age, but you can also find them digitally or in a collection. Me and Bullseye Bob from Everything Comics did a whole show, a live show together on his channel. So go to Everything Comics if you feel so inclined. And there's a video on there, probably from like 2 months ago, if I had to remember correctly, but probably not. It's somewhere around there, right? I'm sure you can find it. But it's me and him talking about Daredevil and Doctor Doom. And in that one, I kind of go off and really recommend a lot of Doom stuff. What's up, Quinn? I just got Hellboy Omnibus Volume 1. Never read the character, and I'm really enjoying it. Keep up the work, my man. I will. Thank you so much, and I'm glad that you're reading Hellboy and enjoying it. It's one of my favorite comic books of all time. Sam says, let's hope we don't get any tornadoes here. Alabama has the craziest weather. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yeah, there's the possibility of power outages, severe thunderstorms, and, tornadoes and all that kind of stuff. Hey, what's up, Reggie? So, and our dog goes crazy during storms, and it would be too much of a headache if I was trying to do the live stream during all that. And I don't know necessarily when it is. And it may not happen. It may be above us. It may wind up below us. It may be big. It may be significant. It may even be nothing. Hopefully it's nothing, but we'll just do Rockin Robbie live on Monday night just to be safe. What's up, Laser Ball? Joe says, also reread the Chris Claremont Wolverine miniseries. Hell yeah, the one with Frank Miller. Good stuff. Good stuff. Green Man, thank you so much. Appreciate that, my man. You're way too generous. Thank you so much. We're going to get that Joker van very soon. It's happening. It's happening so soon. I love Doom 2099 when it was out. Me too, Brian. And that has some Warren Ellis work in it. Early Warren Ellis. It's not the greatest work of his, but it's probably the best of the 2099 stuff. So those were the two books I picked up this weekend that I wanted to show off. Low grade, cool, early Fantastic Four. Not super early, right? Keeping the Fantastic Four theme going. I got a package here today from eBay. And we're going to open it. Because as I was getting my collection together, I realized I don't have this one. And I've been telling everybody to buy up first appearances of Galactus Heralds. Every single one of them. Because you don't know which ones they're going to use. And I realized I didn't have this one. So we're going to open it here live. I like the care and shipping. Lots of care and shipping. Well, I got a bonus. Well, first of all, I got a bonus. I got a second comic in here that I did not order. So I don't know if this was something the seller just decided to give me. That's hilarious. Nice shipping. It was nice. I like that. You never know what you're doing when you buy from someone on eBay, Well, here's the extra one he sent me. He sent me a Spider-Man number 8, which cracks me up because this issue is one of those crazy covers. Like, what's going on with his leg there? Todd McFarlane. That's really crazy. It's an excellent shape. Got a Spider-Man number 8. It's a bonus comic. Maybe this cat just has so many of these and he's just like, you know what? Just throw another Spider-Man number 8 in there. All right. Yeah, this one's not too bad. It's got a big, long crease where it's been folded, but it looks like looks like someone tried to press it out. Anyway, Fantastic Four 120. First appearance of Airwalker. One of the early Heralds of Galactus. You can see the crease right there. It goes down. Diagonal crease. Nope, the other way, Robbie. There you go. Right there. Yep, first appearance of Airwalker. So Airwalker is one of the Heralds of Galactus. I don't think they're going to use him. I think they'll use Surfer, Terrax, Firelord, and maybe Plasma to keep that balance going. But Plasma's not near as popular as Airwalker is, and Airwalker's not popular at all. But anyway, Fantastic Four 120. 120 and 121 and 122 is a really cool, fun Silver Surfer Galactus story. But I am pleased, especially for what I paid for it. I'm pleased with this Fantastic Four number 120 and the bonus Spider-Man number 8. Hell yeah. Yeah, no Frankie Ray. Yeah, the Frankie Ray. That's a lot to throw in. Maybe they'll do Frankie. I think they'll use the 4 that are tied into the elements that also kind of represent the Fantastic Four. That's what I would do. And that would be Firelord for fire, Terrax for earth, Silver Surfer for air, and Plasma for water. Plasma is like barely used. It's the Jim Lee run. Volume 2, Heroes Reborn. But if they did use her, the other thing is they would want to make one a woman probably. So, and you're probably right. Maybe Frankie Ray might be a good one. You know, maybe they defeat Firelord in a movie and her powers have to move on or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's one too to think about. Frankie Ray Nova. Another appearance of a Herald of Galactus. All right, I got one more here. This is from Eagle Moss, so this is definitely Star Trek graphic novels. Star Trek hardcovers. I'm part of the Eagle Moss hardcover collection for Star Trek. So every month I get like 2 to 4 of these hardcovers sent to me. That ideally, once it's complete, I'll have a near complete collection of every Star Trek comic book up to a point, which covers Gold Key, Marvel, DC, IDW, Malibu. I used to always pay attention to what was coming in next, but I fell so far behind on those. For instance, these are volumes 44 and 45, and I'm still like reading volume 12 or something right now. All right. So what are these? So the first one I got here is Star Trek Burden of Knowledge. This is going to be an IDW one, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Okay. Discover new tales from one of the most popular eras of Star Trek, the USS Enterprise's for a 5-year mission. So that's cool. And then this one is Manifest Destiny. This is an IDW one as well. This is from the Kelvin timeline. So this is going to be part of the ongoing series that they did after the movie, the J.J. Abrams movie. So I got both of those. So they look good, and I'm excited. They also make a big space battle when you put them all together. Borg ships, Romulan ships, Klingons, Federation, all that stuff. So that's really fun. All right, so that was Show and Tell. That was the unboxing. That's the stream. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for your questions. Thanks for chatting with me. Thanks for letting me know that you're okay. One more time, there will not be a Rockin Robbie Live tomorrow night, but we will be pushing it to Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So be here for that. And tomorrow morning, there will be a weekly pop culture wrap-up. Lots of news to go over about the shutdown with Diamond, what's going on, what are the publishers doing, where do we go from here, and we'll be chatting a lot more about that Monday night on Rockin Robbie Live. Very cool. So thank you all so much. We really do appreciate it, and we are dipping out. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups. We love you. Stay safe and all that jazz, and we are out. Have a good one. Eyes above.